and I had a bad dream earlier, and then I just sat and watched the morning news for a while, and then I decided, before taking my pills or anything, to let you know how I'm feeling this morning. I'm kind of out of sorts because of the dream. I always have dreams, and I never really understand. I've searched many things. I've read many books about dream interpretations. I even talked to a Jamaican woman, but it happened after I talked to her because I had another issue where I died in a dream, and I was told that was a new birth, but no, I think I was predicting my own death. But in this dreams, like many others, I lose people. It's like one day, 1 second, I turn around and they're gone in my dream, and I don't know what it means to lose people. But this time in my dream, it was my family. It wasn't just my daughter, because I constantly have a dream where I lose my daughter, and now I feel like I'm going to lose my family or something else that's important. And I think it's all because of these people, this hospital people. They're not caring about my issue. And then I stop and thought, back in 2008, I had a miscarriage, and they said it was because my blood pressure was too high. And the stupid freaking doctor that I had in a fancy high-rise down off a restaurant row, I had PPO plans, so I thought I could afford the best doctor, and he couldn't even find out what was wrong with me. He couldn't tell me to keep the fetus. I went to Palamoni and talked to another specialist because my doctor couldn't understand what was going on because he's too much of an idiot. The other guy said, well, did you save the fetus? And I said, no. And I'm thinking if I was told by anybody to save it, if somebody cared, maybe I would have found out what was wrong. And back then, in 2008, when it happened, I cussed that doctor out, and I told him, I don't care how much you think you're special or how many people respect you, you always remember I think you're shit. And I'm starting to feel this way about these doctors over at Queens, but I can't tell them because I want to be taken care of. But to find out they had to put in that order by the insurance for the surgery, and then they want to put me off. I don't understand why they don't consider what I have being important enough to save my life. Why do they want to put me off when this is important? Why can't I be important enough to save my life? I'm a good person. I deserve to live like anybody else. My family taught me a lot. I know how to sew. I know how to crochet. Women nowadays, young girls, they can't even cook, they can't clean. I hand scrub my own clothes when I want them clean good. I can reupholster furniture. Here's a couch cushion I did for a chair. My Aunt Geneva, that's no longer with me, that had she had stage 4 lung and cervix cancer. Was upside down until age 72. She didn't last 10 months after they told her. And putting me off. Why are they putting me off to wait until my symptoms get worse? They never care, or they talk preventive medicine in this world, but they don't do it. I still got lumps in my breast and nobody wants to remove them. All anybody wants to do is wait. wait for what till I die? I'm not having a good morning, but I'm gonna pick up this phone anyway and see who it is. That ringing you heard was the hospital calling me to give me a reminder. Apparently because of my appointment that was miscommunicated on the 21st, now they're re-implementing the practice of reminder calls. Oh, I guess I started the implementation or re-implementation or however you say it, blah, 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 of the reminder call. Now, when are they going to start the implication of making the doctor's call? I said, whatever happened to that call? Well, I'll leave a message. But it's up to them to call. And if they don't, there I go to patient relations. There they go hating me. And then probably doing something vindictive, like putting off my thing for 6 months and treating Pheochromocytoma like it's crap, like it's not important, like it couldn't lead to uncontrollable high blood pressure, heart attack, stroke, or death. But it does. And that's what I got. And all the questions I asked, he wanted to refer it over to somebody else. Like, what in the hell was he there for? And why was the resident intern answering the questions when I wanted him to answer them? Since when does a resident know more than the doctor? Why was he looking scuzzy and homeless and unshaved and unclean? Since when do doctors have no decorum or hygiene? The guy looked like a freaking rehab case. God. Starting to turn into a freaking nightmare, but we'll see what happens. I don't understand. Am I going to call in blood pressure readings for 6 months? What the frick, man? What the frick? This is my life and somebody is fucking with it. I don't know if this is karma from God only knows what I've done. I know at one point I was a very beautiful girl. And I had commitment issues, and I never, as men would say, act right, but golly, everything I go through in my life seems to be a punishment. And I'm tired of being punished. I just want to live a regular life. And I want answers. There goes that phone again. We'll see who it is. We'll see who it is. That was one of my clients that I still kept calling me, asking me to work today. I am renting a rug doctor with Wade, one of the guys I work for. Doctor. All right.
Is this the place?
Okay, I'm ready to get my labs done, and I got finished talking to Miss Nova. She made me feel okay. So I'm in the waiting room waiting for the cardiologist to come in. I got my blood pressure reading and did some labs, got my Bugs Bunny Band-Aid on, and I did labs for some hormone tests and a calcium test. And I found out the endocrinologist put me off until March because they want Janet and Nova to handle it. And to tell you about the Aloha Care deal with the $20 for the cuff, she went back to tell them, because she told me this, she went back and told them either I'm going to put her in the hospital for 2 weeks and you can pay for that, or you can get her a blood pressure cuff. That's how she got the blood pressure cuff, if you wanted to know. So sometimes they got to talk to them like they do on TV show, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. We'll see what the doctor says when they come in and see if I get any new prescriptions. But she said, yeah, I will be having surgery within a month. So the Pheo journey continues. I don't have to be stressed. I don't have to cry. But we still need to find out what that dream means. Yeah, really.
it's kind of going through my head. And I stopped working with Wade for a minute to come. Okay, so the doctor, I just saw the cardiologist, really nice young guy. Tested my heart. He said my fibrillation is still going on, so he might add to the medication. So I'm trying to understand if the first medication was supposed to control the blood pressure, and I gave 2 medications to control blood pressure. Do I really need this? I guess I do, so we'll see what the doctor ends up doing. I know there's a test involved somewhere, like an EKG coming. I can feel it. I can clearly hear the doctor talking about me outside the door. So, to another doctor, so I'm listening in. Okay, I'm at the Queen's Heart Clinic. Very, very fancy. Look at that. Nice TV screens. I went in there and talked with a woman named Marilyn, and she is going to help me work on getting a sooner date for my echocardiogram so I can get my surgery on time. And we're going to, I dropped my camera, so hopefully it'll hang in there. So it's a real, we'll see what happens. Okay, so I talked to Dr. Pan and Cito, and they scheduled it and said that's the soonest, so they left me to work on getting it sooner, so that's what I'm doing. So they took my blood pressure. I take some more pills later on. I'm going to try to get back to my client and finish up my day. I'll let you know how it goes if I can get the camera back on. There's my favorite game, football. Look at that boy catch that ball. It's sweet. Give me that ball. Give me that. You know it's mine. You know it's mine. Woo. Love it. Love it. Love it. My God, Eli can't do no wrong. If there's anything Skye likes more, it's some NFL football and some man and boys. Woo! Look at that, look at that. Do it again, do it again, do it again. Woo! I got it! Yeah. Love some football. So that's what I'm watching tonight, is football. I don't know if you can relax that way, but I know I can. Pass it on, boy. Pass it on. There you go. Oh, yeah. Woo. Yeah. You know I'm having a good time now. That's it. That's it. And I'm sorry, Mr. NFL, if I'm showing what I like to do. Yeah. And do not repeat this for public audience. I'm just showing you what I like. And what I like is the instant replay of touchdown! Yeah! 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 The Mannings just won't quit. I want to see that reality show when they retire. Alright. Run it again. Run it again. And then get! Got it! That's my boy. That's my boy there too. Love